Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. He leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's up to 41 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for the loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
A first down for the offense. The give to the back. No, he just flat ran over it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
Running to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good secondary.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's straight. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. Off he goes. Touchdown Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Makes his connection. At the 40, there he goes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He lets one fly deep. Fires into traffic, picked off.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse. wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Just ran over it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
The give to the tailback. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's going to let it go. Fires the pass, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence and they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. Can anyone catch him? And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. On to attempt to try. Right down the middle. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to...
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. the move. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe
going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. He's off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
A fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz score. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll let it fly. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. He now has 53 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Man, this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible, and if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
Here's the handoff. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Oklahoma. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw it straight. They're bringing heat.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job in the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
They'll line up for a second down play. Gonna run it. It's Cameron. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
It's first down from the 11. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Looking downfield. It's straight. Swings it out to his running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You got to love that, on defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can block. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just...
Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Back to pass, it's straight. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up, and And it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Andrews. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
You're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
To the air. It's straight. Getting some heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete downfield. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It's Peace. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Just trucks through it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
but that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion on the out route. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Quarterback keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense is locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Line gets set, 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Looking to throw it straight. Dances away. He's going to run it. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he will just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He breaks the tackle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. The give and the run on fourth down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This is why you consistently run the football. The steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. A run for the quarterback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Give to the running back. Gets away from one, finds room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Looking for a gap. It's Cameron. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air. It's straight. Release to the back. Complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Cameron. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back to back.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. The offense coughs it up. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
They'll go right back to him. The Wolverines will move the sticks with the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They'll try the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meet coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They're trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his possession.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Feeling some heat. Buys a little extra time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.